Let's stay out all night. We'll sleep in the morning. It's only Saturday. So I got into music really as a kid. I grew up in a family that was very musical. My dad played piano and sang. My mom would sing. Music was always around me. There was always records playing, the radio, whatever. Bittersweet Way has existed in some form or fashion actually since 1997. When I was a wee lad. I started it up, dark, angsty, young Jed. We started off playing a lot of shows kind of on the north and west side of the valley in a scene that's primarily dominated by metal and punk rock bands, and so we were very, very different. So one of the big differences in the different areas of town is kind of, it's as much cultural as it is sound-wise. So in the west side of town, right, it's a lot more suburban. In suburban areas, they tend to foster punk bands and metal bands. It just seems to be what happens. Downtown is a lot of mainstream dancey stuff because of the clubs, but also like that's where the weird stuff happens, is downtown. That's probably my favorite scene in town, is downtown. Tempe's scene is based around ASU. That's who they're playing to, that's their audience. And so the bands that do well tend to be bands that are, they actually tend to be much more showmans than a lot of other scenes around town, just because they're trying to hold people's attention who are drunk on a Friday night. I like the fact that what we do lets us kind of float in between different things. We're loud enough to fit in with the punk bands, and we're weird enough to fit in with the freak bands downtown, and then we're just flashy enough to fit in with a lot of the Tempe stuff as well. So if you'd like to know more about the Bittersweet Way, the easiest way to find out is to just go to thebittersweetway.com.